Consider avoiding these 3 vegetables that may affect nerve health and circulation to your feet. Sometimes tingle or feel numb without an obvious cause. Have you noticed swelling or heaviness when you wake up? Could something in your diet be playing a role in these sensations? While many vegetables are celebrated for their health benefits, some might not be ideal for everyone. Especially if you're noticing nerve or circulation concerns, these foods could potentially influence blood flow and contribute to discomfort like numbness or tingling in your feet. Many people include them in their meals daily, unaware of how they might affect their nervous system or vascular health over time. Today, I'll share 15 foods that research suggests may be linked to these challenges, including 3 specific vegetables that might not support nerve health as well as you'd think. The last one stands out. Overdoing it could play a role in circulation issues and discomfort if you're dealing with diabetes, neuropathy, or sluggish circulation. Rethinking these foods might help you feel better. Your body could be giving you clues. Are you listening? Stick around to find out which foods might be quietly impacting your comfort and what steps you can take to support your nerve and circulatory health. Number 15, bacon. Bacon might be a breakfast staple, but if you're noticing numbness, tingling, or slow circulation, it's worth a closer look. This popular food is high in saturated fats and sodium, which can influence how well blood moves through your body. The salt and bacon may encourage fluid retention, potentially raising blood pressure and making it harder for blood to reach your extremities. Picture your blood vessels as narrow pathways. When they're under strain, circulation might not flow as smoothly, which could affect nerve comfort. Plus, the saturated fats in bacon can contribute to cholesterol buildup over time, which might challenge blood vessel health. For anyone prone to circulation or nerve concerns, eating bacon regularly could add stress to those systems. How it's cooked matters too. Frying can introduce even more fats that aren't ideal for vascular wellness, while giving up bacon entirely might feel tough. Cutting back or choosing leaner protein options could support better circulation and nerve function. Small swaps can make a difference, and there are still more foods ahead that might be worth rethinking if you're experiencing discomfort. Number 14, processed hamburgers. If numbness, tingling, or foot swelling are part of your day, processed hamburgers might not be helping. These fast food favorites often contain trans fats, saturated fats, and additives that can spark inflammation, which may affect blood flow over time. When inflammation builds up, it could slow circulation, possibly making nerve discomfort more noticeable. Another factor, high sodium levels. These burgers often hide a lot of salt, which might lead to fluid retention, leaving your feet feeling puffy or heavy. Ever thought your quick bite might be tied to how you feel? Additives and preservatives used to keep these burgers shelf-stable can also tax your system, potentially impacting circulation. Trans fats, common in frozen or prepackaged options, might raise bad cholesterol while lowering the good kind, putting extra strain on blood vessels over time. This could influence peripheral comfort. The bright side, switching to homemade burgers with lean meats and fresh ingredients could ease some of that strain on your nerves and circulation. If tingling or numbness is already on your radar, diet tweaks can matter. What you eat shapes how you feel, so smarter choices might bring real relief. Number 13, frozen pizza. Love pizza, you're not alone. But if you struggle with numbness, tingling, or swelling in your feet, frozen pizza could be a major problem. These quick meals are packed with sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats, a dangerous mix for blood circulation and nerve health. The high sodium content in frozen pizzas causes fluid retention and raises blood pressure, restricting blood flow to your feet. Ever notice your feet feeling heavy and swollen after a meal like this? That's because your body holds onto extra water to balance the excess salt, triggering tingling and numbness, especially at the end of the day. But it doesn't stop there. Preservatives used to extend shelf life, fuel inflammation, making circulation even worse and increasing the risk of peripheral neuropathy, a leading cause of numbness. And let's not forget the saturated fats. From low-quality dough and processed cheese, these fats raise bad cholesterol, leading to clogged blood vessels, and further slowing circulation, that quick, convenient meal could come at a high cost too. Your health a better option: make your own pizza at home using whole wheat dough, fresh vegetables, and low-fat cheese. That way you can satisfy your cravings without damaging circulation or worsening nerve symptoms. Number 12, instant soups. Think instant soups are a quick and harmless meal. Think again, these convenient options are packed with extremely high sodium levels, often exceeding your daily recommended intake. In just one serving, this excess triggers fluid retention, making your feet swell and hindering circulation. When your body detects too much salt, it holds onto extra water to dilute it, putting pressure on blood vessels and restricting blood flow to your extremities, leading to numbness and tingling. But sodium isn't the only problem. Chemical additives and preservatives in these soups cause silent inflammation, further damaging circulation and worsening peripheral neuropathy, which directly affects the sensitivity of your feet. To make matters worse, instant soups lack nutrients. They're just empty calories that overload the kidneys and liver, intensifying fluid retention and making you feel even more swollen if you already struggle with circulatory issues or tingling in your feet. Eating these frequently will only make things worse. Instead, swap instant soups for homemade broth with fresh vegetables and lean protein. Your circulation and nerve health will thank you. And stay tuned, because later in this video you'll also discover the 3 worst vegetables for your feet. Number 11, ready-made cakes and ant cake mixes. Who doesn't love the smell of freshly baked cake? But if you suffer from numbness in your feet, those convenient cake mixes might be making things worse. These ready-made cakes are packed with refined sugars and hydrogenated fats, 2 major culprits behind poor circulation. High sugar intake causes blood glucose spikes and over time damages blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the extremities, leading to more tingling and numbness. Meanwhile, hydrogenated fats increase bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol, promoting artery blockages that restrict circulation even further. The result: swelling, tingling, and worsening numbness in your feet. But that's not all. These mixes also contain preservatives and artificial flavorings that trigger inflammation, which can damage peripheral nerves, making symptoms even more severe. The good news: you don't have to give up cake entirely. Instead, choose homemade recipes using whole grains, less sugar, and healthy oils like olive or coconut oil to protect your circulation and nerve health without sacrificing taste. Number 10, industrialized French fries. Crunchy and delicious French fries are a favorite snack, but if you experience numbness in your feet, they might be making things worse, especially industrialized versions. These fries are fried in low-quality oils and packed with trans fats and sodium, a dangerous mix for blood circulation. The high salt content promotes fluid retention, leading to swelling that puts pressure on blood vessels, restricting blood flow to your feet. Ever notice swollen feet after eating fries? That's your body reacting to excess sodium, but it doesn't stop there. Reused frying oils create toxic compounds that inflame the body and further damage circulation. This chronic inflammation can harm peripheral nerves, worsening tingling and numbness in your feet. The solution: try making fries at home by baking them or using an air fryer with minimal oil and natural seasonings. This simple switch can help protect your circulatory health while still letting you enjoy a crispy snack. And stay tuned, the 3 worst vegetables for numbness in your feet are coming up soon. Number 9, candies and ant processed sweets. Bright, colorful, and tempting candies and processed sweets might seem like harmless treats, but if you experience numbness in your feet, they could be making it worse. These sugary snacks are packed with refined sugars and chemical additives, both of which negatively impact circulation and nerve health. When you consume high-sugar foods like candies, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly over time. These constant spikes damage blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your extremities, leading to more tingling and numbness in your feet. The risk is even greater for those prone to neuropathy or conditions like diabetes, where high sugar levels accelerate nerve damage. Another hidden danger: artificial colorings and additives which inflame the body and interfere with nerve function. When nerves lack proper nutrients, the signals they send to the brain are disrupted, worsening numbness and tingling sensations. And let's be honest, many people consume candies mindlessly, treating them as quick rewards. But is that moment of sweetness worth sacrificing your circulation? The good news is that you don't have to give up treats entirely. Healthier alternatives like fresh fruits, dark chocolate in moderation, or homemade desserts with less sugar can satisfy cravings while keeping your nerves and circulation healthy. So next time you reach for a processed sweet, think twice. Your feet will thank you. Number 8. Regular and diet soda. Soda, whether regular or diet, is a major culprit behind numbness in your feet, as it directly harms blood circulation and nerve health. Regular sodas are packed with excess sugar, which leads to blood sugar spikes, damages blood vessels, and restricts oxygen and nutrients from reaching the extremities, increasing tingling and numbness. On the other hand, diet sodas contain artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, which can trigger inflammation, disrupt nerve function, and interfere with glucose metabolism, worsening symptoms over time. Additionally, the acids and additives in these drinks further contribute to poor circulation and nerve damage, making them even more harmful for those prone to these issues. Instead of consuming sodas, opt for hydrating alternatives like infused water, herbal teas, or natural juices, which actively support circulation and help maintain nerve health. Number 7. Beer. Beer, often associated with relaxation and socializing, can significantly worsen numbness in your feet due to its negative effects on blood circulation and nerve health. The alcohol in beer causes temporary blood vessel dilation, creating a false sense of warmth, but this is followed by vessel constriction, which restricts blood flow to the feet, leading to swelling, tingling, and numbness. Over time, frequent alcohol consumption can lead to alcoholic neuropathy, which damages peripheral nerves and causes loss of sensitivity, burning sensations, and muscle weakness. Additionally, beer is high in carbohydrates and sugars, which can spike blood sugar levels further, aggravating circulation problems. Another major issue is dehydration, as alcohol is a diuretic, making blood thicker and circulation slower, increasing the risk of poor oxygen delivery to extremities. To minimize harm, moderate consumption is key. Opt for non-alcoholic drinks, iced teas, or natural juices. And if you do drink beer, alternate with water to stay hydrated and support circulation. Number 6. Milk chocolate. Milk chocolate, as comforting and delicious as it is, can worsen numbness in your feet due to its high content of sugars and saturated fats, both of which are harmful to blood circulation and nerve health. The excess sugar in milk chocolate causes rapid blood sugar spikes, which can damage blood vessels and inflame peripheral nerves, intensifying tingling and numbness. Picture your circulatory system as a river when there's too much sugar. It thickens the blood, making it harder for essential nutrients to reach the extremities. On top of that, saturated fats raise bad cholesterol and contribute to fat plaque buildup in arteries, further restricting circulation in the feet and hands. Worse circulation means more intense numbness and tingling symptoms. The real danger lies in uncontrolled consumption. Many people eat just one more piece only to realize they've finished the entire bar, but not all chocolate is harmful. Dark chocolate with high cocoa content contains antioxidants that support circulation, as long as it's consumed in moderation. So next time a craving hits, ask yourself, is momentary pleasure worth sacrificing circulation? Choosing healthier alternatives can be a small change with a big impact on your well-being. Number 5. White and refined breads. White and refined breads, like French baguettes and soft sandwich bread, may seem harmless but can worsen numbness in your feet due to their highly processed, refined flours. These flours lack fibers and nutrients, making them quickly convert into sugar in the blood, leading to glucose spikes that damage blood vessels and impair circulation, intensifying tingling, numbness, and swelling in the extremities. Regular consumption of white bread bombards the body with rapidly absorbed carbohydrates, causing insulin spikes and silent inflammation. both of which negatively affect peripheral nerves and further restrict blood flow to the feet. Moreover, the lack of fiber in refined bread worsens poor circulation because it fails to regulate sugar absorption, leaving blood vessels overloaded. And symptoms like numbness and swelling more pronounced, but giving up bread isn't necessary. The key is to make smarter choices. Whole grain breads with seeds provide fiber to stabilize blood sugar and support circulation, while pairing them with lean proteins like eggs or white cheeses enhances satiety without harming vascular health. So next time you visit the bakery, think twice before reaching for white bread. Your feet and overall health will thank you. Number 4. Industrial ice creams. Industrial ice creams may be refreshing and delicious, but for those dealing with numbness in their feet, they could be a hidden villain packed with refined sugars, trans fats, and chemical additives. These treats not only harm circulation, but also impair the function of peripheral nerves. The excess sugar in ice creams leads to blood sugar spikes, which over time damage blood vessels, making it harder for blood to reach the extremities and intensifying tingling and numbness. Additionally, trans and saturated fats in industrial ice creams increase bad cholesterol and promote plaque buildup in the arteries, further restricting circulation and reducing oxygen and nutrient delivery to the feet. The result: swollen, heavy feet with persistent numbness. Another hidden danger lies in the chemical additives and artificial colorings, which trigger inflammation and worsen poor circulation symptoms. And there's more. Because ice cream is cold, it causes temporary vasoconstriction or narrowing of blood vessels, which momentarily worsens circulation even further. But you don't have to give up sweet, refreshing treats. Homemade ice creams made with natural fruits, yogurt, and no refined sugar are healthier alternatives that still satisfy your cravings without harming circulation. Now, it's time to uncover the 3 vegetables that, when consumed excessively, can harm your feet. Number 3. Spinach. Spinach is widely regarded as a superfood packed with iron, fiber, and essential vitamins, but for some people it can actually worsen numbness in the feet. This is due to its high oxalate content, which can hinder blood circulation and contribute to fluid retention. Oxalates bind to calcium, forming small crystals that can overload the kidneys and restrict blood flow, leading to swelling and intensified tingling in the extremities. If you've ever noticed your feet swelling after eating spinach, it could be a sign that your body isn't processing these compounds well. Additionally, for individuals taking anticoagulants, spinach's high vitamin K content can interfere with medication, potentially making the blood more prone to clotting, which further worsens circulation and numbness. Another concern is that excessive spinach consumption can lead to fluid retention, which presses on nerves and blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow and causing persistent tingling sensations. But does this mean you should eliminate spinach completely? Not necessarily. Moderation is key. Cooking spinach can help lower oxalate levels, making it easier for the body to process. Also, rotating leafy greens in your diet ensures you get essential nutrients without overloading your system. Number 2. Broccoli. Broccoli is widely praised for its fiber, vitamins, and minerals, but for those experiencing numbness in the feet, excessive consumption can worsen symptoms, particularly for individuals taking anticoagulants. The reason: broccoli is high in vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in blood clotting. When consumed in excess, it can interfere with circulation, making it harder for blood to reach the feet, leading to swelling, tingling, and persistent numbness. Picture blood vessels as highways. If clots form more easily, traffic slows down, restricting oxygen and nutrients from reaching the extremities. But that's not all. Broccoli also contains Grogan's compounds that in high amounts can disrupt thyroid function. And why does that matter? The thyroid regulates metabolism and circulation, so an imbalance can worsen poor circulation and intensify numbness. Additionally, excessive broccoli consumption, especially raw, can cause fluid retention, which puts pressure on peripheral nerves, further aggravating numbness in the feet. However, this doesn't mean you should eliminate broccoli from your diet. Moderation is Key rotating different vegetables and balancing intake can ensure nutritional benefits without overloading the body. If you take anticoagulants, consulting a doctor or nutritionist about the appropriate intake is essential to maintain both vascular health and overall well-being. Number 1. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is packed with fibers, vitamins A, C, and K, as well as potassium and calcium, making it a nutrient-rich choice. However, for those prone to numbness in the feet, fluid retention or circulatory problems, excessive consumption can be problematic. The main issue: oxalates. These compounds bind to calcium, forming small crystals that hinder circulation and promote fluid retention. And what happens next? Swelling in the feet increases, putting pressure on nerves and blood vessels, leading to tingling and numbness. But that's not all. Swiss chard is also high in vitamin K, similar to spinach and broccoli. For those on anticoagulants, excess vitamin K can interfere with medication, increasing the risk of clot formation and further compromising circulation. The result: poor blood flow to the extremities, making numbness more frequent and intense. Another concern is that raw Swiss chard can cause abdominal bloating and fluid retention in some individuals. This extra swelling worsens nerve compression, exacerbating tingling sensations in the feet. So, should you eliminate Swiss chard from your diet? Not necessarily. Moderation is key in cooking. Swiss chard reduces oxalate levels, making it a safer choice. Rotating greens throughout the week also prevents nutrient overload and promotes dietary balance. If you notice worsening numbness after consuming Swiss chard, it may be time to adjust your intake or consult a health professional for personalized guidance. Sometimes small dietary tweaks can lead to big improvements in circulation and overall well-being. And if you want to continue receiving the best videos for your health, subscribe to the channel, because it exists for one reason: to make you a healthier person with a better quality of life. Helping you is my mission in the video that now appears on your screen. A video which is more powerful for your health. Click on the screen and check it out.